Okay, so if we want to get married, we have to start planning and getting everything ready right now. There are a lot of little things that we have to start working on. And aside from all of that stuff, we still have to figure out where we are going to live. Do you have any ideas about what we're going to do? The housing prices in the city have only been getting higher and higher over time. It's crazy.
Uh, um, how would you feel about just moving in with me at my place for now? What do you think?
The place you're living in right now? But when is your lease up? How long would we be able to stay there?
My dad bought this place for me kind of as a gift when I was 25 years old. So this is just my house now. I own it. It's all mine.
Wow, really? So you've been a homeowner this whole time? I never knew. You're really something, Julie.
Who, me? And this little old house. No way. I don't know if I deserve all of that praise. You're kind of embarrassing me. Anyway, the whole place is a little over 700 square feet. So I think it should be enough space for the two of us to share it for a while. My dad got this place for me when I was younger to help me have a plan for my future. He got it so that I could have an easier time looking for a place to stay later after I got married. He really thought things out, and I appreciate him for it. Especially now. Housing prices are really high here at the moment. And like you said, things are only getting more and more expensive as time goes on. It's good that he planned ahead for me because it would have been kind of hard for us to find something else in this area right now if he hadn't.
Yeah, you're right. Your dad was a really smart guy. Then, since you're already doing a lot when it comes to us having a place to stay together, I'll go ahead and take care of all of the other things, like remodeling and stuff. I'll do it all. Wow. My girlfriend is a homeowner.
Oh gosh. You are so embarrassing.
Wow. I'm still so surprised. But if your dad got that house for you when you were 25, how much do you think its worth has gone up by now?
I'm not really sure about that. Maybe it's worth 1 or 2 times more than it was when we first got it? I guess it's been a little while. But one of the great things about this place is that the public transportation in the area is really good. The subway is really close and there are a few bus stops within walking distance. And there are a lot of amenities and stuff around. Everything we'd ever need is all very close. So yeah, there's not really any reason to try to find a new place and move.
True. That is all really good. I agree. But even if all of that wasn't true, I still didn't really mind picking you up and dropping you off and stuff from time to time. I always thought the neighborhood was really nice. Well, anyway, this is really great. I feel so relieved. Now that we've got the biggest problem solved, all we really have to worry about is taking care of the smaller things like the wedding ceremony itself and finding a good photographer and stuff.
You seem to be forgetting something else, silly.
Oh, and what is that?
I have to meet your mom, of course. You still haven't introduced us yet.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're right. Oh man, I must be really out of it. This is another one of the many reasons why I need you, huh?
Ugh, I can't deal with you.
Oh, Julie! Welcome!
Hello, Pamela.
Was that last year when I saw you for the first time? I think I might have passed by you on the street somewhere once before. Do you remember?
Yes, ma'am. That was me. I am finally able to greet you properly now. Hello, my name is Julie Green. It's nice to meet you.
Yeah. You don't have to do all of that. I know exactly who you are. I have been waiting for a very long time to meet you, Julie. Oh my goodness. How have you gotten even prettier since that first time I saw you?
Oh, it's no big deal, really. You deserved a proper introduction from me, and I was happy to give you one. And you are so beautiful. I actually didn't even recognize you at first. For a minute there, I was convinced that Darren had a pretty young aunt that he hadn't introduced me to yet. How do you look so good? What are you doing to stay looking so young?
Wow, I see you are very skilled in the art of flattery. I guess you have been able to use that skill to make it pretty far in society.
Whatever do you mean? I was being genuine. You really do look great.
My Darren has really high standards. He can be very particular when it comes to women. So I'm sure you can imagine how curious and excited I was to find out he was able to jump over all of the hurdles he sets. Now that I am finally getting the opportunity to talk to you, I see that you are not only beautiful, but you are also polite and well-mannered. And you seem to have a good heart, too. I am truly impressed.
Oh, I appreciate it. But I don't know if I deserve that much praise.
Honestly, this is the first time I've ever had the opportunity to meet one of my son's girlfriends. I am so excited to get to know you. You have no idea how long I have been waiting for this day. This is all so nice. He tells me that you two have decided to get married. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am. That's right. This is all a little embarrassing for me. But Darren really is a good man, and he has been treating me very well. I'm glad to be with him, and I am happy to have met him. I don't think there is any man in the world that could be any better for me. He's such a good guy that I don't ever want to let him go.
Yes, that is all true. That's my son, all right. I gave birth to him, and I know that I have raised him well. Isn't that right, Darren? Oh, come on, Mom. You can't just say anything to anybody like that. Please don't do this. I actually know all about how popular my son is with young ladies and how much sex appeal he has. You have no idea how many matchmakers I met up with when this guy was in his 20s. I learned a lot. It was kind of my only option. He would never introduce me to any of his girlfriends or bring them home to meet me for some reason. I never got it. He would always just tell me that he hated it. Oh my gosh. Really, Mom? Please stop. What are you even talking about? Can you please not do this in front of Julie? Please? Oh no. What did I do now? Have I said too much?
Oh well, things like that can happen sometimes. He truly is such a sweet and kind person, though. I feel very lucky.
Oh yes, I know all about how charming my son can be. I can assure you, he's really got you now. You have truly been blessed.
Yep, you are right about that.
Anyway, so the two of you have decided to get married. I'm looking forward to it. I've heard some things from Darren, but not everything. Did my son do a good job when he proposed to you? You know, the two occasions that women tend to remember for the rest of their lives are the moment when they were proposed to and the day they gave birth to their first child. Your whole life can change depending on what the man does during those two times.
I know he really should have gotten your permission first, but he just went ahead and went through with it. I really am sorry about that, Pamela.
Oh no, it's not like we're in the old days or something like that. Things are different now than they were before. Don't worry so much about it. I am very glad that the two of you have decided to get married. I've been waiting a very long time for my son's wedding day. I don't have any reason to be against it.
Thank you so much, Pamela.
However, I do have one condition.
A condition?
I heard from Darren that the two of you are planning to stay in your house. You're living alone now, and you want to share. Is that right?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Rather than spending so much money and going through all of the work that would come with building or finding a new place, we decided that the house that I already have now would be good enough for us to live in. It seems like the best decision. We have been planning to start our lives as newlyweds here. We've been talking about it for a little while, and I think it will work out well.
Okay. Well, I can help you out by giving you about $40,000 to cover the wedding fees and whatever else you might need. So you can just put both of your names on the house.
I'm sorry?
Why are you acting like you don't understand me all of a sudden? How are you already unable to read messages? I said I can give you around $40,000 for the wedding fund, so you can put the house under Darren's name too. Make him a co-owner.
I'm sorry, but I think you might be misunderstanding what the situation is and how I got this house in the first place. I didn't save up money or anything to buy this house myself. It was given to me as a gift. My dad bought this house for me a long time ago.
Yeah, so I heard. But what in the world kind of man would like living in a house that had already been lived in by a woman? This is your mother-in-law trying to look out for you by giving you some extra money. I am giving you $40,000, so please just take it. After you do that, you can put the house in both of your names. You can make Darren a co-owner. That way, both of you can get a share. And of course, you have to make sure you're splitting it all 50-50. That would be the most fair way to do things.
Oh, Pamela, I don't think it would make very much sense to do all of that. Don't you think so too, Darren?
Yeah, Mom. I have to admit, that would be a little bit weird.
I have not received one single dollar from Darren for this house, and I don't plan to. My dad got this place for me to live in. It belongs to me. So why would we put it in both of our names all of a sudden?
What are you not getting? I am trying to tell you that I'm going to give you $40,000. You already have your own house, so once you and Darren get married, Darren won't ever have the opportunity to receive any of the benefits that come with owning a home. What would he do then? It wouldn't be fair to him.
Well, I already own my home anyway, and I have for a long time. There really isn't any reason for him to be added to any kind of paperwork.
My son is taking on a really big loss from moving into your house. You would be the only one not missing out on anything. Honestly, $40,000 really is a lot of money, isn't it? Why can't you just accept it? What's the matter? And when you're a married couple, you are always supposed to be splitting your wealth, aren't you? At this rate, you wouldn't be losing out on anything, and it wouldn't be fair to Darren.
I'll just not accept the $40,000 then. We were able to get married without that money anyway. How much would doing all of that stuff even cost? You're asking me to put my home in both me and Darren's name for $40,000? Are you saying that because you don't know how much my house is worth? We'll just not accept the money and get married on our own and without any type of financial assistance from you.
Who even said that you two could get married anyway?
What? What do you mean?
If you aren't going to accept my only condition, I have no choice but to be completely against this wedding. I won't support it. Mom, what are you saying? How can you be against us getting married all of a sudden? You be quiet. I can say whatever I like. Are you only with this girl because you let her think you're a pushover?
Pamela, when did I show any signs of thinking Darren is a pushover? And how do you think you can meet me for the first time, tell me you're going to give me $40,000, and then just tell me to put Darren's name on my house? You don't even know how much my house is worth.
Okay, I see what you're up to now. So what you're trying to do now is ask me for more money. Is that it? Is that what's going on here? Wow, what a sly little brat. I can't believe this is happening.
No, Pamela. That is not what I meant at all. It seems like if we keep talking about it now, this might turn into an even bigger argument. I'm sorry, but I'll be leaving the conversation now. You can continue to have this discussion later with Darren. Or maybe we can talk about it some other time, should the opportunity arise. But right now, I refuse to be a part of all this. I'll be leaving now.
What? Wait! Julie! Julie, wait! Julie, even after all that was said earlier today, how could you just leave the conversation the way you did? I think all of that could have been handled a little differently. I think maybe it would have been better to just hold back a little and put up with what she was saying. Maybe you could have tried a bit harder to at least hear her out. Then after that, maybe you could have waited for the situation to calm down a little more before responding. Right?
What else do you think I should be forced to put up with, Darren? How much do you think I should have to endure? Do you think that makes any kind of sense? What are you thinking? Do you really actually think that I should have just stayed there and put up with that type of treatment?
No, I honestly thought it didn't make a lot of sense either.
See? That's right. All it takes is just some common sense. She was asking for something unreasonable, and I didn't deserve any of that other stuff either.
Yeah, but Julie, as I kept listening to her talk after you left, I realized that she kind of had a point. Some of the things that she had to say started to make some sense to me after a while. I think you might have gotten a little too worked up, and maybe you didn't really listen to what she was trying to say because you were so emotional. Maybe we could try talking about it again after everyone has calmed down.
What? Are you trying to gaslight me right now? What the? How can you think that any of that stuff she was saying made sense?
I mean, if you really think about it, Julie, honestly, if we get married right now, my money would be your money, and your money would be like my money. Why would it really matter if we have both of our names on the house? I don't really understand. How would it even make a difference if I became a co-owner? Would you mind just thinking about what my mom was saying just a little bit? Please? It just seems like it would really put her mind at ease. It wouldn't be that big of a deal to have both of our names on the house, right? Is it really that big of a deal, Julie?
Do you think things like this are a joke? And this house isn't just any house, Darren. It's important. This house holds a lot of meaning for me. My dad got this house for me before he passed away. I can't just do something like this. Not only would it be against his wishes, but this is one of the only things I have left of him. Why would you ask for something like that all of a sudden anyway? The thought never even seemed to occur to you before that conversation we had with your mom. I mean, maybe if by chance some kind of problem or something came up later, there wouldn't be anything we could do about that, and we'd have to just figure things out in that moment. And what do you mean by my money is like your money and your money is like my money? Are you not just thinking about yourself by saying that my money belongs to you?
Julie, is it really that important whose name is on the house? And what do you mean about some kind of problem coming up later? What kind of problem are you talking about? Have you already started thinking about breaking up with me over all of this? Wow, this really is a lot. I don't know what to think right now. All of this time, I have been thinking about how happy I would be after getting married and spending the rest of my life with you. It's been the only thing on my mind until now. How can you already be thinking about breaking up? How long have you been feeling this way? Have you been thinking about breaking up with me the whole time we've been together?
I haven't been thinking about breaking up with you, Darren. What I'm trying to say is that there are some things that people just don't know. No one knows the future. I was just trying to consider all of the things that could happen to us and our lives after getting married. Marriage and contracts and things like that, it's a really big deal. We have to think carefully about the decisions that we make together. And actually, I have been offering you a whole house for free without any strings attached. I don't understand what the problem is. Why are you being so stubborn about this joint ownership thing anyway? If we really did go through with it and split everything 50-50, do you have any idea how much money that would even be? Are you trying to figure out the value of the house or something? Is that it?
No, I wasn't really thinking about that. All of this is what my mom wants, regardless of the value of the house. It's not like my mom is going to live for 50 or 60 more years. And she isn't as strict as other people's in-laws are. She said she only wants that one thing. Can you not just play the good daughter-in-law this time and just fulfill her one request? I don't think she's asking for too much.
Don't make me play the good child for you. You do it yourself.
You know that isn't something I can do, Julie. It's your house. Can't you just think of it as some kind of compensation or something?
What kind of compensation should I give you? I don't owe you anything. Do you even know how all of this stuff works? Who made that kind of promise and when? Don't you know that once you submit that paperwork, everything is just done? Whether it works out or not. Are you saying I should be taking a chance on my house? My home and one of the only things that I have left of my father? This is a really big deal, Darren.
What are you even talking about?
I don't know what it is that you're not understanding. I'm trying really hard to explain to you how serious this is. You should be grateful for how I'm talking to you right now.
It's not like I'm just asking you for money or something, Julie. I'm not asking you to buy me anything. I'm just asking you to put my name on your house. I want to be made a co-owner. Is it really that serious? Why do you keep giving me all of these excuses? Do you really feel like that house is just everything?
What are you even saying to me right now, Darren? And so what if I do feel that way? You know, I don't want to talk anymore, so let's just stop.
Hey, Julie. So, I've been really thinking about it since we last talked.
I hope you've been thinking about the right things, or I'm gonna be really disappointed.
I was going to pay for all of the furniture and remodeling and everything. But what would that leave me with? You would still end up with the whole house, and there wouldn't really be anything left for me in the end.
Is that how you're really seeing all of this? Okay, well, if that's the case, I'll just pay for half of everything.
I just don't get it. Why do you have to make it all so complicated? You only have to make me a co-owner. And didn't you hear what my mom said that day? Are you saying that I can't even make you an offer just because you own the house?
Man. Darren, I'm really getting tired of all of this. Why do we have to keep having this same conversation every day? We just keep on repeating ourselves over and over. It's always the same. Nothing has changed. I guess I just have to figure out a way to say it even more clearly. This whole joint ownership thing? I will never do it. It's not going to happen. Ever.
But why, Julie? Why do you have to say it like that? Why do you have to keep insisting on not doing it?
It's not like I'm just talking nonsensically. My parents worked hard and saved their hard-earned money to get this house for me. This is one of the only things I have left of them. If my dad could hear all of these conversations we've been having, he'd burst out of his coffin.
Can't you just look at it from my perspective for a minute and think about what all I would be losing out on?
If you really think you're missing out on so much by not being a co-owner on this house, then you can just go ahead and find another girl. You can find one that doesn't even have a house at all and marry her instead. That would be much easier. We're through, Darren. Don't contact me again.
Wait, Julie. What are you saying? Julie! Please just listen to me, Julie. It seems like we're all just a little worked up right now. Please call me if you see this message, okay? I know you saw my messages, Julie. Why haven't you called me? I'll just go ahead and apologize. I'm sorry. I really am. Okay? So let's just go ahead with the wedding as scheduled, okay? Julie, please just think about all of this. We really don't have to take it this far just because of something this small. How long have we been together? Our relationship is worth more than this. We need to get together and work things out. Let's meet up and talk about it in person, okay? Let's just talk about it all again face to face. We can work this out. Julie, I get it, okay? I get it, and I can understand how you must be feeling right now. It must be awful. My mom told me she's been trying to call you. I know you're mad at me. I get it. But, Julie, I'm begging you. Just give my mom a call, okay? I can understand you not wanting to talk to me, but you don't have to be this way towards my mom. This isn't even really about her. This is about you and me anyway. And we're all adults here. Come on, Julie.
Oh my gosh! I am so sick of all of this! You are so annoying! I could just die.
Julie! I'm so glad to hear from you. I thought you blocked me or something. I guess you really were looking at all of my messages. I feel so relieved right now.
Stop messing with me, you big jerk!
What?
I haven't been able to live my life because I keep getting all of these notifications and messages from you. You've been driving me crazy! Even if I silence the app, your face just keeps showing up. I feel like I'm losing my mind. You are so annoying. All I have to do is respond to your mom, right? Then you'll leave me alone? You'll stop harassing me? I'm positive you said to just answer her call, right? Neither of us is going to regret this later, right?
Please don't do this, Julie. Let's just meet up and talk about it, okay?
Meeting up and talking would suggest that there is a chance of us getting back together. I have absolutely no intentions of getting back together with you, Darren. So we don't have any reason to meet up. Do you understand?
Please don't be like this, Julie, honey.
If you call me honey one more time, I'm really gonna lose it. Please just stop talking to me.
Hello? Julie?
Yeah, it's me. I'm here.
Oh, Julie! I heard about everything from Darren. He told me about everything that happened. He said you were really upset.
I don't know if I would say upset. I was just forced to step back and look at this whole situation again more rationally. I've had to do a lot of thinking about Darren and our relationship.
No, please don't be like that, Julie. It was me who was in the wrong. This is all my fault. I started all of this. This is the first time I'm experiencing everything that comes with having a son getting married. I didn't even know what I was saying to you that day, really. I'm really sorry about all of it, Julie.
Yeah, well...
If you decide to just do what you were going to do in the first place by starting off small at your house, just the two of you, I won't say anything. I promise.
Small? What do you mean by small?
Well, Darren told me that your whole house was only 700 square feet. Isn't that right? Later, if you two end up having a baby, that house would be too small, wouldn't it? Even still, it's your first home together as a new couple, so I really do think it would be okay for you both to live in your little place for now, while you're just starting out, even if it'd be kind of a waste.
Pamela, why were you trying to get in touch with me? Are you really contacting me to apologize right now? Or are you contacting me just to try and upset me again?
What did I do? I don't understand. Why are you getting all upset?
Of course my house isn't that big, Pamela. 700 square feet isn't a lot. I know that. But all of my property together is worth over $500,000 now. Do you think that that's small?
Wow, you're really well off. You're so lucky, Julie.
I have had a lot of time to think about all of this. When I consider everything that has happened between all of us, I realize I don't have any interest in marrying your son at all. Honestly, when I wasn't responding to your calls or messages, Darren was just begging me to get in contact with you. He wouldn't leave me alone. I was constantly getting notifications. He was sending me messages every day at the crack of dawn, and I finally decided to look at just one. And to be honest, Pamela, I feel really uncomfortable talking to you like this.
Wow, you're making a big mistake. Do you really think you'll be able to find another man like my son?
Oh, absolutely. Of course I can. I am no longer in love with your son. And now that I am back to my old self, now that I'm in my right mind again, I've been able to do some thinking. What on earth was I doing with such a loser like him in the first place? I'm so sick of that idiot mama's boy. Being with him was so exhausting. If my mom had been here to see all of this happening, she would have helped me to get rid of him much sooner. She would have chased him down and ripped out all of his hair.
What? What are you saying? Who do you think you even are to talk about my son in that way? What do you even mean? Chase him down? Rip out his hair? Have you lost your mind?
I mean exactly what I said, Pamela. My mom would have chased that mama's boy down and ripped all of his hair out. If my dad was alive, he would have helped. He would have chased him out of the house with one of his golf clubs. What a loser. I can't even believe it. Such a big mama's boy. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm just blown away.
What in the world are you saying? Who are you calling a loser? Who do you think you're calling a mama's boy?
Yeah, that's right. That's what I said. Your son is a big loser and a mama's boy that can't manage to do a single thing on his own, let alone be in a healthy relationship. There's no way we would have ever been able to have a successful marriage together. It never would have worked out between us. He just listens to everything you say and goes along with it, even though it doesn't make any sense. He's a big, lousy mama's boy. Maybe it's time you stop looking at him as your child and start looking at him like a person. If you can't call him a big, lousy mama's boy, what do you think you can call him?
This is all just because I was saying all of the right things about that house, and you're just selfish. You don't even know what you're talking about. You don't know anything about Darren or what all you'd be missing out on.
Yeah, that's right, Pamela. I'm selfish. Sure. You just keep telling yourself whatever you need to in order to make yourself feel better. I own my own home. That home is worth over $500,000. Let's say we actually went through with everything you wanted. Let's say you did give me that $40,000. Let's also say that I did make Darren a co-owner of my house. And then let's say that we did split it all 50-50. Now let's do the math together. We would both end up getting around $250,000 each. Someone who would want to get that much money after all of that would be normal to you. Isn't that right? And since I don't want that, you're calling me selfish. Yeah. I understand. You keep thinking that, Pamela.
Are you joking? How can you talk to me like that? Where are you right now? You need to come over here right now and get on your knees and beg for my forgiveness. I'm not going to let you get away with any of this.
Oh, dear. I'm so sorry, Pamela. I am actually a little busy right now. I was actually just looking for another man to share my $500,000 house with. A good one. One who doesn't listen to his mother's every word. Please tell your son to stop trying to contact me. Tell him to find somebody else that can give him what he needs. Good luck to you both. I hope you live a long life.
Hey! If you keep talking like that, things will turn out really badly for you. Hey, Julie. How have you been?
Man, I guess the app must have unblocked your number when I changed phones. What do you want, Pamela? Haven't you had enough of all of this?
Oh, so you blocked me. I guess that's the reason why I haven't been able to contact you for a while.
Pamela, I asked you what you wanted. There is no reason for you to be in contact with me. Darren and I broke up a long time ago.
That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. It's just that after you broke up with Darren, he's been having a really hard time. He's been so miserable. I don't know what to do or how to help him. Would you mind coming by the house sometime? Just as soon as you get a chance. I know you're probably very busy. But anyway, just in case you can't believe me when I tell you how bad things have gotten for Darren, I invited my sister as a kind of witness to help prove it to you.
Hello, Julia. It's nice to meet you. I'm Pamela's sister. She told me a bit about what happened between you and Darren. I heard you were really upset. That's very reasonable. I'm sure it was a lot for you. I think you should know that Darren has been losing a lot of weight. He really hasn't been the same since the two of you broke up. Could you please just make some time to come by and see him? Pamela and I both think it would really help. Oh no, not this again. Why in the world do you think I would go over there? And why are you talking to me like you know me or something? Who even are you? We've never even met. I'm sorry, Julie. I made a big mistake. I'll apologize to you 100 times if I have to. Please just come over and see my son again. I promise I won't say anything about your house ever again. I won't even say anything about how small it is. The fact that you have a house at all is a really big deal. It really is. You are right about your parents being really good people. I'm sorry for not being able to realize it before. You don't have to say anything else, Pamela. Stop talking nonsense and just end the conversation here while I'm letting you. If you don't, I will. No! Wait! Julie, please! If you just marry my son, I will give you $200,000 more on top of the original $500,000 I was going to give you in the beginning. I'll give you anything. I will do whatever it takes. Just say it. Whatever you need me to do. Money is not an object. Really? Please just save my son. I am begging you. He has been suffering so badly for so long. It breaks my heart to see him. He isn't the same person anymore. He hasn't been able to do anything at all. Oh dear. That is so unfortunate. I am sorry, Pamela, but I've already met someone else. He is the man of my dreams. I'm going to marry him. He and I are going to live in my $500,000 house and spend the rest of our lives together. So please stop contacting me. Stop trying to change things. You can't. It's all over. Julie, please, wait! Wait! Please don't be this way. Please just reconsider. I'll do anything! My soon-to-be mother-in-law and boyfriend worked really hard to try and swindle me out of my money and my property. They ended up swindling themselves out of my life. 6 months after Darren and I broke up, she called me, begging me to reconsider everything. She tried to convince me to marry him again. She was really persistent. She let it show how desperate she really was. I just hung up on her. I couldn't listen to it anymore. After all of that, Darren actually tried to come and see me every day for about 10 days. He would just stand there and wait in front of my house and in front of my job looking like a crazy person. It was awful. I couldn't deal with it anymore, and I eventually just called the police on him because he was basically stalking me. I heard he got some type of punishment in the end. I don't remember what it was now. Anyway, later, after all of that was over, he asked me how I could go so far. Of course he was really upset, but I didn't care. I did all of the right things. I made the right decision for everyone involved in the end. I guess those two really thought I was some kind of idiot or something. But I had no intention of getting fooled out of everything I owned like that. I met someone else. He treats me well. We got married and had a baby. From now on, I'll live a happy life with my new family.
Whoa, the trunk of the car is crammed full. Is this all jam from your mom's place?
I know, right? And yeah, it is.
Just how much jam did your mom give you?
Just a few jars. This is nothing compared to the jars we'll get from the main harvest.
Well, I can't wait to try them. Your family's jams are the nicest I've ever tasted.
Well, they are pretty famous in the area.
I feel like I've really lucked out. I'm the only one out of all my friends who get to have delicious homemade jam like this. All those other peasants have to just buy it from the grocery store. Haha.
Yeah, you should consider yourself lucky.
After going to your house last year during the main harvest season, it really does seem that the jam-making process is some kind of festival for your family.
Yeah, my grandma always did like to make a really big deal out of it.
Why was that?
Well, even when my oldest uncle had stage 4 cancer and nobody ever knew if he was going to last the night, my grandma kept herself busy by making jam.
Oh, she did?
Even when she herself was practically on her deathbed. she never stopped. It didn't matter if her son was about to die. It didn't matter if she herself was about to die. She absolutely had to go on making jam. She once made 1,000 jars of jam by herself in one day. It was kind of like her coping mechanism, I suppose. I guess continuing her legacy is my mom and aunts and uncles honoring that stubborn tenacity of hers.
Oh, wow. The whole family really is dedicated to making jam, huh? No wonder why your mom is eager to carry on the family tradition.
Yes, and since my mom is now the oldest of her 6 siblings since her older brother passed, she also felt it was her duty to keep it alive.
How many jars of jam did your family make during the main harvest season last year?
With the whole family working together, we made around 8,000 jars.
It's crazy how it can still be so tasty even when produced on such a large scale.
I think it's because we have a really good juice extractor to squeeze all the best bits out of the fruit.
A juice extractor?
Did you not see it last year?
I guess if I did, I didn't even register what it was.
It's cutting-edge technology, you know.
Wow, I didn't know.
That's how we're able to get everything done so fast.
Ah, I see. But it's still really hard on the older ladies in your family when producing jam on such a large scale.
No, it's not hard for anyone at all. On the contrary, everyone has a great time doing it. It's nice for the whole family to get together and have a communal activity to take part in.
Well, for me, coming in as an outsider and seeing it for the first time was a huge shock, to be honest.
It was a little harsh on you, wasn't it? I don't think the scale of the operation really dawns on people until they're actually doing it.
Yeah, I thought I was going to die.
It's because you don't have any experience doing that kind of thing. Just look at the men in my family. They all have the art perfected down to a T.
They'll want me to come over and help again this year, won't they?
Yes, they will. Now that we're married and you're officially a part of the family, they'll be even more excited to welcome you into the fold. They also said that they would give us 200 jars for our trouble.
200 jars? How are we supposed to eat that all by ourselves?
They'll last us the whole year. That's the point.
Well, if that's the case, we should be paying your family for their efforts.
Of course we will. That's a given.
But is your mom still not at a loss? It always gets done at her house, and she's the one supplying the ingredients.
It's a rule that we should also give a stipend to my mom, since she is in charge of everything. So the ingredients are all covered by everyone and everything is done fairly.
It seems like your mom does a really good job of managing everything.
Yes, everyone is very happy to leave her in charge. In fact, even the little kids in the family get excited and ask when they'll be big enough to join in. They all think that Great Aunt Caroline is the coolest boss.
Wow, it really is a family festival. Enough of your family show up that you guys could be mistaken for the entire population of a small village.
Yes, it really is.
I'm so sorry about this, Lila.
Oh no, it's fine, Walter. Honestly.
I can't believe that the kitchen tap burst like that all of a sudden. Dad, you know it's not that sudden. That thing was a ticking time bomb. Please just take this opportunity to have all the pipes in the house replaced. I know that it is a country house, but it's over 35 years old and quite outdated. Don't worry, that's what I'm planning on doing. But anyway, I'm sorry to cause you so much trouble, Lila.
There's no need to be so apologetic, darling. Since we spent so many years raising our son, it's only fair that he and his wife pay us back for our kindness every now and again.
Still, I feel bad because we're imposing on them without any prior notice. It's only natural that I should be apologizing to them.
You don't need to do it to this extent, though. We're only going to be here for 3 days, not 3 months.
It doesn't matter how long it's going to be for. An imposition is still an imposition.
Camilla, Walter, lunch is ready.
By the way, Lila.
Yes, Camilla?
Are those the only clothes you have to wear around the house?
Why? Don't you like them? I find them very comfortable.
You're a newlywed,
So I was just thinking that you should make a little more of an effort to dress like one.
Honey, that's enough. Stop picking at the poor girl.
What's the problem? Style is everything. A woman is defined by how elegant she looks in her clothes. A new bride shouldn't be going round in a crinkled plain white t-shirt like that. I see where you're coming from. But I also think that it's important for anyone, man or woman, to feel comfortable in their own clothes. A woman needs to make an effort to look feminine, you see.
Honey, you really need to stop. She's allowed to wear whatever she wants in the comfort of her own home. By the way, Lila, this stew smells divine.
Well, I think the smell is a little too strong. You should be more considerate of the neighbors. This is an apartment building, not a detached house. Not all of them want to smell your cooking, you know.
Well, it can't be avoided when lots of people live in the same space. So what if some of the neighbors catch a whiff of Lila's cooking? It smells lovely anyway. The taste is amazing as well.
Do you like it, Dad? Lila's family makes their soup stocks from scratch at home, you know.
Oh, really? That's pretty amazing.
Yes, my mom makes a new batch of stock every week. Lila, I couldn't help but notice that you have so much jam around the house that you can't even fit it into your cupboards. Is that what you spent all of your money on? I can see all different kinds just sitting there on the counter. Oh, no. This was made from scratch by some of my family members last Sunday.
Oh, your family makes it all from scratch?
Yes, we do.
Well, if it's as tasty as this soup stock, then your mom must be some kind of flavor genius.
Thank you for saying that.
She really is amazing to be so self-sufficient like this. Can we try some of the jam on some toast?
Yes, of course.
Oh, wow. This is fantastic. You should try some as well, honey.
I suppose it is tasty, even though it isn't very well presented. This jam is a little too lumpy, if you ask me. It needs to be smoother in order to spread properly.
How can you say that when you certainly would never bother to make anything from scratch like this?
Anyway, the color of this jam is suspiciously bright.
What on earth are you talking about?
Well, this blueberry jam here is just too purple. Are you sure it's made from scratch and that your mom isn't just trying to take credit for some processed, shop-bought stuff? No, I can assure you that all the fruits that go into these jams are hand-picked on my mom's farm.
Stop nitpicking and just take a bite. You just have to try and find fault with everything, don't you? Put aside your prejudice for 1 second and just enjoy the flavor. It's so fresh tasting. It's amazing. It takes me back to my childhood when my mom would take me out to pick fruit and we would make a jar to ourselves. And then she would make a pie out of it as well.
Well, I suppose it is quite nice.
It really takes you back, doesn't it? It tastes like the countryside. You should have some more, honey. You've barely touched it.
Okay, honey, you can stop with the jams now. You've tried a slice of toast with every single flavor now.
They're just so tasty. I think I still haven't tried the apricot marmalade yet. Could I have another slice of toast, please, Lila?
Of course, Walter.
And could you bring me a different knife so I don't mix up the flavors?
Yes, give me your dirty knives and I'll put them in the dishwasher.
I'm eating so much toast and jam that I forgot about the actual lunch. Honey, you have to agree that this is way tastier than anything you can get at the grocery store.
I have to say that I was never a huge fan of the healthy jams you always used to buy, Mom. They always just kind of tasted like watery Jell-O. Well, our family doesn't really have the means to make this kind of thing from scratch. And of course, then there's the storage space to worry about. I don't want to have the cupboards filled with nothing but jam, and then there's the price of the ingredients and the worry that you'll stain your clothes crushing up berries. Imagine how raspberries and blackberries could ruin a lovely white shirt. It would be a tragedy. So those are just a few of the many reasons why I've never done anything like make jam at home. Also, I wouldn't want to be squishing berries with my bare hands. It would ruin my manicure.
There you go again. Nothing can ever harm your precious manicure.
And this is why I think that you and my mom's family are polar opposites to each other, Camilla. There are lots of us, and none of us are afraid of a little dirty work.
Mom, last year I went to Lila's mom's house to join in the jam making process, and it was so much fun. After making the jam, we had jars of homemade preserves, freshly baked bread, and a selection of local cheeses. All the family gathered to enjoy the feast. It felt just like a cozy harvest festival.
Well, how many jars of jam does your family make in total, exactly? Last year we made around 8,000 jars.
Oh my gosh!
8,000 jars!
Oh wow. Do you really make as many as 8,000?
What do you do with them all? We make enough for every branch of the family to have a supply for the entire year.
So you take a share for yourselves as well?
Yes, of course. Everyone who helps out is entitled to a share of their own.
Ah, so the jam for the entire family is made at your mom's house?
Yes, that's right.
Wow, she is very accommodating.
Yes, she is.
I guess it really is a lot better than the stuff you buy in the grocery store.
Well, I was planning on going over tomorrow morning, so I can get a few jars for you so that you can take some with you when you go home tomorrow.
Well, that would be great.
I will personally make it for you.
Well, if you're going to make some, you might as well make one of every flavor. Strawberry, raspberry, blueberry, peach, and apricot, wasn't it?
You'd like one of everything?
Well, yes. You'll be making it anyway, so it's not going to hurt, is it?
Yes, of course.
So, this time it's the bathroom pipe. Is that right, Mom? Well, we figured that we might as well get it done as well. But Mom, I did say to get them all done at once, didn't I? Don't get them done one by one like this because it's going to be dragged out and tedious. Oh, I see how it is. You just don't want us here. Isn't that right? No, that's not it. Is it really that much of a bother to sit at the same table as your old parents? No, Mom, that's not it at all. Well, do you think I wanted to come over? But your dad was desperate to have more of Lila's family's homemade jam. There was no need to drop me in it like that. I mean, look at him now. He's gone straight over to the cupboard where he knows where they are. Well, it's just so tasty. I never really had anything else like it before. The whole thing is just done so well. Hey, Lila.
Yes, Camilla?
Shall I buy you some prettier clothes to wear around the house?
Excuse me?
Even though I commented on it last time, you don't seem to have made any efforts to make a change. A newlywed bride shouldn't be going around in a crinkled-up white t-shirt like that. A woman needs to make an effort to be feminine in order to look good. Please, can you just stop this now, honey? And what are you doing not bringing them out? Bringing what out? What do you think I'm talking about? The jams, of course. We haven't got any right now. When did you say your family were having their jam-making festival again?
This Saturday.
Then I'll come and pick up our share on Sunday evening, then.
I'm sorry?
You said that you got your jams from your mom's house, right? I was thinking that you might as well bring some for us as well. I don't see why that's such a big deal for you. I had my high school reunion yesterday, you know, and my friends were telling me how their daughters-in-law are so good to them and basically do whatever they say.
Ah, I see.
You should have seen how my friends were full of compliments for their daughters-in-law.
Well, it sounds like they deserved it.
It made me start to feel very jealous, you see. I was so surprised to find out that there are still daughters-in-law around that adhere to traditional values.
Yes, that is nice.
It's easier said than done to follow traditional values in our modern age, though, honey.
Well, yes, I know that. But from this year onwards, I don't want to just be jealous of other people's daughters-in-law. I want my daughter-in-law to be worth bragging about.
Worth bragging about?
Well, if my friends hear that my daughter-in-law made me this delicious jam from scratch, then I will definitely have something to brag about. Don't you think?
In that case, I'll bring you a case full of jams when we go on Saturday.
Oh my. Just one case full?
Yes.
Well, you said that you and your other relatives get a whole year's supply. Isn't that right? I think it's only fair that we get that too. I would say at least 300 jars will do the trick. One case has how many jars in it? 10? 20? That's not going to be enough. This husband of mine can finish 1 jar in a day. So 1 case is not going to cut it.
But 300 jars is quite a lot, you know.
Yes, I know.
Even if I'm helping, an extra 300 is going to be a bit of a big ask.
Let's just do it, honey. After all, your family is going to be making a load of jams. What difference will 300 more jars make? That's right. I bet you won't even notice the extra 300. I suppose I should start stocking up on bread as well. Oh, and English muffins. My husband loves spreading his jam on English muffins, you see.
Honey, I think you'll find that it's you who likes to spread your jam on English muffins, not me. You like to toast them, wait for the butter to soak in, and then layer the jam on top.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
I guess I must have been mistaken.
Oh, and by the way, Camilla, what about the money to go towards the process?
The money?
Yes, the money.
It's not like I asked you to make an extra 500 or 1,000, is it?
I'm sorry, what?
I'm sure it doesn't cost that much to make.
But we need to buy the pectin and the sugar in bulk, and it adds up, especially when you're going for the quality stuff. There's also the cost of the labor and the cost to run the machinery. Nobody in my family gets it for free, and I would be the shame of the family if it got out that I had just given a share of the jam to my in-laws for free.
Of course we wouldn't expect something like that for free, especially when so much hard work goes into it in the middle of winter.
Well, I think that's a bit of an exaggeration. Anyone can make jam if they put their mind to it.
Well, if that is the case, then what do you need my family to do it for at my mom's house? Why can't you just make a small batch for yourselves?
Well, would you listen to this? I really don't know why it's such a hardship when your entire family is going to be making the jam anyway. You can pick a few more fruits and make a few more jars, surely. And more than anything, I think that it's quite ridiculous to suggest that anyone should pay for their share when everyone is family here.
Well, we're going to put some money towards it too. And we're also going to go out into the fields to harvest the fruit, and we're going to make the jam ourselves. That's how it works with my family. You chip in financially and you also contribute to the work.
Well, I would understand if you asked distant cousins to pay, but you and I are basically mother and daughter. I'm very upset that you're asking this of me, to be honest.
Well, you and I may have a close relationship, but this is more about your relationship with my mom than your relationship with me. Please consider the fact that this is a lot of labor for her.
Well, it can't be that hard if she does it every year. And surely you can just include our share in yours.
So I'm assuming you just want to get some jam this year, right?
Well, of course not. If you do it every year, it's only natural that we would be wanting to receive it every year.
So you're seriously asking for 300 jars of jam from my family every year for free?
Yes. Oh, and if they make jam at any other time of the year, I'd also appreciate it if you could bring us some of that as well. Were you really just planning on keeping it all for yourself? If something is tasty, you should share it with others, don't you agree? And who better to share with than your in-laws, who love you as if you were their own daughter?
But you've never once called us over saying that you made something tasty that you wanted to share with us.
Well, of course not. Do I look like someone who gets her hands dirty with preparing food? Some people are suited to cooking and others just aren't. Anyway, I don't want to talk about this anymore. So just stop being stubborn and bring us the jam already.
But Camilla...
Hey, Lila, come here a second.
Camilla, I already told you that we would bring you the jams.
Well, it's just that thinking about it, I think it would be best for you to bring some jam to my husband's mother as well. Don't you think?
Sorry, what?
Well, she was always harping at me for not being good at cooking or anything like that. So it would be nice for her to get a taste of something homemade and exquisite like that jam. Of course I'm going to tell her that I made it and absolutely blow her socks off with it. You're obviously not to tell her that it was actually your family that made it, though. I just need you to supply it and I'll be the one to take it to her. Oh, just thinking about the look on her face is getting me all excited.
So you're asking for even more jars now? Is that it?
Yes, 100 more jars.
But Camilla, that's...
Actually, I don't quite like the idea of asking for 400. We might as well round it up and make it 500 jars. I'll share some of them with my friends so I can brag about you to them as well.
So are you going to chip some money in then?
Why do you keep bringing up money when you make a pretty decent salary? It's not like you need the money.
Well, it's not like you're short on money either, Camilla. And besides, the money isn't going to me. It's going to my mom. In fact, it's not even going to her. It's going towards paying for everything we need for the process. The whole idea is that nobody is more out of pocket than the other, and we all just have a nice time together.
Well, I feel like I'm entitled to just receive it for free. I don't want to hear any more arguments from you about this. So you had better prepare those 500 jars. And when you finish making the jam, don't go straight home. You should come directly to us instead and deliver our share. I don't think I'll be able to carry them if we have to take them from your place to the car.
So basically what you're saying is that you're going to sit there doing absolutely nothing and make us do all the work for you?
Why? Do you think that's unfair? That's just the way the world works, I'm afraid, my girl. If you don't like it, you try being the mother-in-law.
This is so unfair that I could scream. So basically, she said that she wants us to bring jam for her as well. So I said that I would do it even though I wasn't too happy about it. But then the icing on the cake is that she called me aside later in the evening to say that she wanted me to bring some for her mother-in-law as well.
Surely her mother-in-law can't eat that many jars of jam all by herself.
Well, she lives with Walter's older brother and his family, so I imagine she wanted to give some to them as well. She wants to pass it off as her own doing and gain their praise.
Oh, I see. That's how it is.
But that's not even all. She also wants them to take to her friends so that she can brag to them as well. So she went from wanting 300 jars to wanting 500 jars. She also declared that she had absolutely no intention of putting any money towards it either. I really can't stand her, you know. Honestly, she's so shameless.
However shameless she may be, it's still not good of you to gossip about her to me like this.
Seriously, Mom? Are you not mad about this?
Why would I get mad about something like this? Your mother-in-law can just come and do it with us so that she can have the full authentic experience and take her jam home with her at the end of the day.
You want her to come and help make the jam?
Yes, I think you should suggest it to her. Tell her that to fully be a part of our family tradition, she needs to come and help with the process in person.
Are you being serious?
Yes, I'm being serious. She can stay and have a drink with us afterwards and have some bread and cheese. Tell her it will be just like going to a big party and get her to come.
Do you think she'll come?
Well, if she's going to tell her mother-in-law that she made the jam herself, Then she might as well actually make the jam herself, don't you think? I'm sure she'll come round.
Why do you sound so mischievous, Mom?
I just can't wait to give our dear Camilla a precious memory she'll never forget. So you're saying that you want me to come with you to your mom's house and help make the jams?
Yes, that is what I'm saying.
But why should I?
The pipe work is ongoing at your place anyway, right? So it's not like you can relax at home. So why don't you come out and distract yourself with making the jam?
Well, I suppose.
And besides, if you're planning on taking the jam to your mother-in-law's house and taking credit for making it, you might as well make it so there's some truth in that, don't you think?
Even so, how can I possibly go to your mom's house?
Don't think of it as her demanding your help. Think of it as her inviting you to take part in an important family tradition. She'd love for you to stay around afterwards to have a few drinks and have some bread and cheese. She also makes a pie with some of the berries too, which is also amazing.
Well, that does sound quite nice.
Come on, Camilla. Come and join us. It will be great fun and you'll get a real taste of the countryside.
Did you say it was this weekend? It's all a little sudden and my husband isn't here.
Well, even if Walter can't join us, Trey and I will go with you.
Oh, okay then.
I'm so glad you agreed to join us. I'm sure you won't regret your decision. You already know how tasty the jam is, so I'm sure you're already very excited.
Well, I suppose it won't be that difficult if we're all working on it together.
Yes, of course.
But make sure you don't mention to my mother-in-law that I didn't make it all by myself.
Oh, of course I won't. And it will be true that you made it yourself, so there will be no need to say anything else.
Okay, I guess it's all settled then.
Yes, Camilla.
What on earth is this?
It's quite a sight, isn't it?
Are you really saying that we're going to be picking all of the fruits ourselves?
Yes, we are.
10,000 jars worth.
That's right. It will be a few more this year because you added to the regular amount. So I hope that's okay with you.
Then when do we actually make the jam?
Tomorrow?
Then what do we spend the whole of today doing?
It's going to take the whole day to pick all the fruit and store them.
You didn't tell me about this.
About what?
That the whole process takes 2 days.
Well, I thought you would have naturally assumed that was the case because logically, there's no way an operation on this scale could only take 1 day.
But I didn't bring a change of clothes. And I don't like sleeping away from home. If it's not my own bed, I can't get a good night's sleep.
Well, I know that's not true. Every time you had a problem with your pipes, you came to stay at our house and you didn't have any problems.
Well, that was special circumstances. And anyway, I didn't bring a change of clothes.
Well, you can consider today special circumstances as well.
Don't you worry about a change of clothes, Camilla. There are lots of clothes still there in Lila's wardrobe, but I'm sure some of them will fit you. I can't wear this.
Why can't you? What's wrong with it?
A woman should be all about style. Are you really telling me to wear this ridiculous fluffy hat? It looks like something only a peasant would wear. My perm is going to get crushed under this. Do you have any idea how expensive it is to maintain perfectly coiffed hair like mine? And don't even get me started on these pants. They make me look like a country bumpkin grandma.
You should just be happy that we had some more appropriate clothes for you to change into.
And what exactly do you mean by that?
Working all day out in the fields and then washing the fruit with cold water requires you to wrap up warm, you know. Anyway, we're not quite going out into the fields yet, so you don't need to be wearing it right now if you really don't want to. And we're not getting you to wear it in order to punish you. It's so that you're able to stay warm while we're working in the cold.
Well, I'm going straight home after we've finished picking the fruit.
But Camilla, if you do that, then you won't be able to take any jam home with you.
At this point, I don't even care about the jam anymore. I'll just buy my own from the grocery store.
But what about your mother-in-law? Didn't you already make a big fuss saying that you'd be bringing her your homemade jams?
Oh, you're so annoying. You really know what to say to rile me up, don't you? Oh dear. What should we do? Is it bad? My younger siblings and I all seem to have hurt our backs.
This is why I told you that you shouldn't have been climbing up to the highest trees. It was inevitable that you were all going to fall off those ladders.
Well, you know what your aunts are like. They always want to get things done as quickly as possible. They weren't really thinking too much about the practicalities of things, as always. Oh, ouch, my back. My back. Oh, it really is killing me. Now, Caroline, I'm thinking maybe it would be best to put off the jam making until later when you've had time to rest and had a chance to have a doctor take a look at that back of yours. No. The fruit is all in perfect condition now. We don't want it to go bad and mean that all of our efforts were for nothing. So you're saying that everything needs to be done today and tomorrow? Is that correct? Who's going to do it all when you and your siblings have all thrown out your backs? You're right. I really don't know what to do now. We've successfully picked all the fruit. If we hadn't picked it, then it would have been fine to leave it. But now that we have, we absolutely must make the jams tomorrow. Then what are we supposed to do? Well, as you can see, my siblings and I are in such a state that if we do something else to our backs, we could be in big trouble. Well, I suppose you have no choice but to hire someone to do it all for you. You talk as if it's an easy thing to do, and that there are able-bodied workers walking around the street everywhere in this village. This is the countryside. The vast majority of people here are elderly. In fact, I'm one of the younger residents in this area. The rest of them would consider me able-bodied and ask me to help them out with physical tasks. I suppose you're right there. Then, what's your backup plan? Camilla, you do know that we're the family that didn't stop making jam even when my older brother was dying of cancer, right? Ah, yes. Lila did say something about her grandmother being very tenacious about that. Yes, that was my mom. She was very much a show must go on kind of person. And for her, there was no such thing as an excuse to stop. She would be turning in her grave if she knew that we canceled the whole process just because a few people hurt their backs. She would be even more furious to know that we had wasted so much fruit. I don't think I could live with the shame of letting the fruit go bad like this. It would be a great dishonor to the legacy she left behind. Camilla, you and I are hardly strangers. Our families are linked by marriage now. I would really appreciate it if you could lend a hand in this dire situation. I think the only solution to this problem is for you to step up and fill in for us. Oh, well, I said that I would help out as much as I could today, but I don't have the confidence to do a good job tomorrow as well. I've never tried doing any kind of physical labor like this before, you see. I'm not really suited for farm work. Not to mention the fact that I might die if I have to wear this outfit for a minute longer. You really like to keep calling this farm work, don't you? It's almost as if you enjoy looking down on us. I do? Yeah, you've been saying it quite a lot, actually, Mom. Will you just be quiet? You kept saying that this whole thing was just some lowly farm work and it surely can't be that hard. Don't you remember? I bet you want to eat your words now, huh? If you want all that jam for yourself, it looks like you're going to have to pull your weight, Mom.
Please just help us out, Camilla. It would be a shame to have everything go to waste. And of course you can take your fair share of jams when it's all finished.
Oh, goodness.
You need to be generous and open-hearted. Just like the ideal daughter-in-law you were dreaming of.
Oh, I see how it is. Everybody just wants to watch me die today, don't they? Well, it looks like you're going to be in luck.
My mother-in-law, who held being stylish above everything else, worked in the fields for 2 days in what she called country bumpkin grandma pants, coupled with a huge knit sweater that swamped her figure in a big, fluffy Russian hat. The temperatures would sometimes drop to as low as 23 degrees Fahrenheit. And in that cold, I don't think anyone, even my fashion-conscious mother-in-law, cares how good they look. I did, however, remember to snap a few photos of her in her new outfit, as a little memento of the occasion. After I threw the whole, "be generous like your ideal daughter-in-law" thing in her face, she seemed to feel backed into a corner and that she had no choice but to continue working across those 2 days. But she didn't do it without complaint. Every 5 minutes or so, I would hear her say something like, "Oh, I'm going to die," or, "Oh, somebody, please kill me already." It became the background noise for the rest of the jam-making period. Some of the younger kids in the family who were watching on the sidelines even started to imitate her. My mom, who was watching the whole process while lying down on a thick blanket spread out on the yard, ended up giving a hard time to my overly dramatic mother-in-law. Despite the big song and dance they made about hurting their backs, when my mother-in-law wasn't looking, I noticed my mom and some of my aunts and uncles moving around like normal. It was a bit of a dirty trick, but after she was so entitled, and after all the belittling comments she made, I do think that my mother-in-law deserved it.
Oh, I'm going to die, Carolyn. Oh, somebody please kill me. Why on earth do I have to be the one doing this? Come on now, Camilla. That's enough of the whining. You're spending more time complaining than you are working. This just isn't good enough. Chop chop. We haven't got all day.
The whole process was finished by 9 p.m. on Sunday evening. My mother-in-law took off her hat and promptly collapsed right where she was when she knew she was finally finished. She did get to take the jams to her own mother-in-law and took credit for the whole thing, and she got the compliment she was so craving. Her mother-in-law wouldn't stop saying how tasty it was, and she said that until she died, she refused to eat any other kind of jam, and begged my mother-in-law to make her some more. So it looks like my mother-in-law is going to be back for next year's jam-making session, whether she likes it or not. I don't know if she thinks all the effort was worth it to get to take credit for it and brag to her husband's family, but just hope that she's not going to complain as much as she did this year. This is the end of the story. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button.